hope you're all well. Um, Welcome to my new subscribers, and if you're not an old subscriber but you've been here a while, welcome back. Um, I have a lot of palettes, and I was trying to think of a way to, in some organized manner, start showing you them. So I just thought I'd do palette of the week. Is that weird? Would that bore the heck out of you? I hope not. Anyway, let me know below maybe. Let me have a little input on this. But I did want to let you know that what the rest of my makeup is. In other words, I've done everything except most of my eyes. Um, the foundation today was, I'm going to need glasses for this. Also, I thought this would be a good time to chat, right? Okay, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Sand, and it's a sample. I hear Walter banging around out there. My primer on my eyes is, there's no primer on my face since I'm using a tinted moisturizer, but on my eyes is Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. It doesn't want to show itself. There it is. Let's see. My concealer is Tarte Creaseless Concealer in Fair. This is the new packaging. My contour is Fenty Beauty Amber, and it's a little hexagonal shaped tube, and it's just for a really pale person. It's kind of the perfect color. It's cool, so it doesn't go orange on you. On my brows, I still love this. This is the Cho Sunga Dong Dong Min version number 22 brow, and it comes like this, and that's what that looks like. You put it on, and then it's got the actual spoolie here to comb it out. On my lips, my lip liner is Starlux Luscious Longwear Lip Pencil LW100 in Naked. My lipstick is a sample from Merle Norman called Maui. That's what that looks like. And my blush is Tarte Fairy Flush. This is the beautiful packaging. Trying to open it without breaking a nail. And I know if you think it's weird to wear pink and red together, those are little red strawberries, but I do have a top red button, so it's not as weird as it initially seems. And my eyelash primer is Givenchy in this pink tube. And the palette of the week is this new Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. And yes, I'm a packaging whore, in case you didn't already know that. Let me open it up and show it to you. Okay, so I'm going to start with this all over my lid. This beautiful one in the middle I could have used for my highlighter, but I used NARS Copacabana in the tube. I will be using this kind of burgundy for my under eye. I'll probably use this taupe for the crease, and probably use this pink up here for the lower lid. So let's try it that way and see how it goes. And now as well, I can chat while I'm doing that. I think I finally got the perfect mirror that will allow me to talk while I'm putting on my eyeshadow and not have to look in the big mirror and get all confused and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll see if this works. Yeah, it looks like it might. Okay. So yeah, since I saw you last, which I guess has been 3 or 4 weeks, I've continued on my nutritarian diet, and I did plateau for about 2 weeks, which is kind of a normal thing. But as of this morning's weigh-in, and I weigh in on Mondays, my weight was 120, pardon me, I wish, 228.5. Now I'm going for that pale pink on the lower lid. And that means that I have lost 27.5 pounds since March 1st. And that I have, right now, I think I can honestly say I have 100 pounds to go. Instead of saying around 100 pounds. I called my doctor's office today to ask them the last time I weighed under 230, and they looked in their records and they said that it was in, now I wrote this down, February of 2004, I weighed 224, and by February I was up to 230. So February I weighed 204, April I weighed 230. So yes, last time was February of 2004. And I can kind of know what had prompted that weight loss. Richard and I were mall walking every morning, and it was really cool because he worked nights, and when he got off and when I got up in the morning, I would go to, okay, I'm going for that dark burgundy under my eye now. When I got up in the morning, I would meet him at the mall, and he'd come straight there from when he got off work, and we'd walk. And what happened was he got transferred to daytimes, and that put an unfortunate end to that. But anyway, so this is weight I have been hanging on to, sad to say, for 14 years. Okay, I am going to try that taupe in the crease, and we'll see if it's dark enough. I'm hoping it will be, though, because it seems like it would be the right color. Now, today is the first time I've used this, so I can't, we're experiencing it together for the first time. I would say that the colors that I am using are subtle and really very nice. Let me think what else I wanted to tell you. I went through about a week where I worked out almost every day. I was doing really well, and then all of a sudden my tailbone decided to go wonky on me again, so I haven't worked out in about 3 weeks now. And as I said, I plateaued, and so I decided I need more raw vegetables in my life as opposed to cooked ones, and that seems to have gotten me past this plateau now, and it's all going well. Okay, let's see how this looks. I think that's really nice. Let me come in closer and let you see how it actually is looking. I think I can use a little more of that pink on the lower lid. Oh no, I know what I need. I need a pop of the dark pink in the middle. That's what I need. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's what it needs. Okay. See, that livened it up a little bit. Okay, also I think I'm going to go in just a little bit with that same burgundy in the outer corner. I'm going to do it with a teeny brush so I don't overkill. Just even kind of drag it up from that lower lid there. Okay, I'll blend that and see how that looks. Okay, I think that's it. All right. I'm going to put on some mascara. This is MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash. I think that's what that says. Okay, I'm going to put that on, and then we'll talk a little more. because I do want to tell you, some of you have asked, yes, we would like book reviews. Okay, it's dead. I won't be using that one. It's all dried up. But do not despair. There's more where that came from. Okay. Cargo. Texas Lash. This one has traditionally not been kind to me. Okay, it's behaving today, probably because I did put lash primer on. And my eyes actually do behave better when I use lash primer. Okay, that's it. The end. Okay, I like that. Thank you, Maggie. Maggie likes it too. Okay. Okay, I am really loving my hair. I'm going to continue to go to this same person so she can continue to cut it like this because it's been behaving very well. Okay, I just finished the last book of the Outlander series, which is called, I believe, Written in My Own Heart's Blood. So I've read all of them except for... That's my alarm telling me that I shouldn't be on much longer, or I'll have a video much longer than I like. Yeah, okay. So I've read all except the first two. What happened was I saw the first two on TV and read from 3 through the end. And eventually I'll go back and read the first two. They would not normally be my cuppa, but they were recommended by my friend Ginger Tunstall, and I ended up really enjoying them. I think a lesser writer, Maggie, thank you, could turn these books into a huge, horrible train wreck, but because she's such a fine writer, that doesn't happen. I have I have 3 complaints with her writing, and they're little things, but I'm going to tell them to you because you wanted a book review. So she has a habit of, I almost feel like she went to a writer's workshop and they said, describe, the setting really well. But not just the setting, but tell how things smell. So every once in a while you'll hear saying that Claire thought Jamie smelled of whiskey and the bog and cigar smoke or what, I don't know. But it's sometimes just really absurd, and it happens enough that it's obvious that somebody told her in a workshop or something, tell us how they smell or whatever. And it happens so often, it's kind of annoying. Another thing, along a similar line, I think somebody said, since you're writing something set back in the 1770s, try to write it in an old-fashioned language. So she has a repeated thing for saying, like, he went to bed and everything was fine, save his ability to fall asleep. Okay, we obviously don't say that anymore. And up until about the last 2 books, I was going to go out of my mind because that's what she said every time. And I feel like, hey, girl, this book is about a woman from 1940s and then later 60s who time travels back to the 1770s. You can use some modern language here, Half the time you could say he went to bed and everything was fine, except for the fact that he couldn't fall asleep or whatever. So somehow in the last 2 books, someone must have said, we're getting annoyed with save. And so she threw in bar. He went to bed and everything was fine, bar, he couldn't fall asleep. Oy vey. So, it's, that bothers me. And the other thing is, I'm 62, I'm about to be 63, isn't that right? Yes. And I'm not a prude, I'm really not, but sometimes the love scenes are just like, oh, another one again. I've got to hear about it. They aren't pornographic, but I just wish they were a little less. Yeah, anyway. Okay. I hope that makes some sense. Anyway, that's it. So I'm going to try to do this every week if that doesn't drive you crazy. Okay? All right. See you again soon. Love y'all. Bye.